age group, and I will say he looks, in my opinion, younger than that. When I first met him, I did not believe he was one of the master lifters. Still has that boyish look. That's a very quick transition there. Look good to me. 3 whites. All right. So the next lifter up is listed as Marvin Huber, and I believe he likes to go as Merv. He likes to be called Merv. And he's a 66 kilo lifter here. In the M3, that's the 60 to 69 group. The men have an M4 category, which would be 70 and above, while the women have M3, which is 60 and above. So I'm getting some information from the public address announcer here. It said that Merv is 63.
That's a nice smooth opener right there.
I agree, that looks smooth. I thought there was a little trembling at the top, and I was concerned, but boy, it came down. All right, so here is Steve Petrenczak. He is my coach. He's the coach of the U.S. Masters team. A tireless worker. He's got a little tweak in his shoulder, but he's a gamer, and he will give it what he has. So he's opening with 125 kilos. And of course, for those metric deficient people, you take that and multiply it by 2 times 2. So this would be 275 pounds.
There he goes. I believe he's also the coach of the U.S. team.
Absolutely. I was just extolling all the hard work he's been doing.
I had a little side conversation with Mr. Gaston Perage.
Gaston is the boss. My first time meeting Gaston was in Bratislava. The story's G-rated, it's okay. So we were at a nightclub, and I saw him. I didn't know who he was. So I saw him the next day wearing his IPF blazer, and we had a good laugh.
Sounds like you kept out a lot of details there to keep it G-rated.
Yeah. All right, here we have a Polish lifter, slalomer. Gosh, I'm gonna need to get some phonetic pronunciations here. Sleds. He has 130 kilos here. Big arch, big chest. Oh, nice. Very, very short range of motion. Very flexible.
Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. A lot of green, 1 red. About a third of the way through our openers here.
Speaking of young looking, he's an M2.
I think he just left the junior division, straight to M2.
If he committed a crime, I would tell the police he was probably 25. He looks very young, very boyish. 132.5 kilos here. Narrow grip. It wasn't easy, but it was smooth. 3 whites. All right.
Now, Jim, do you find that a lot of raw benchers grip a little bit closer than equipped benchers?
Yes. Yes. It's interesting. One of the lifters you're going to see, I don't think today, tomorrow is Daniel Sides, and he started out raw, and then he went to a shirt, but he has a narrow grip in his shirt, so he doesn't get very much out of it.
Really?
But and to get the most out of the shirt, as you know, Mike, you do want to go wide to get that tension from the chest plate. And here we have Japanese lifter Yuji Takada. He's M2, 59 kilo with 135 kilos on the bar.
It's a very minimal arch for a Japanese lifter.
I was going to say that, yes. It looked. That's a very good way to put it. Minimal arch. The stereotype is extremely flexible and a big arch. I also thought there was a little bit of confusion there during the transition, and I think he almost started to descend before he got the start command. And here we have his compatriot Itaro Yoshizawa.
Bar is loaded and ready for Itaro Yoshizawa of Japan.
You can tell the liftoff person just the way you like it, and hopefully you'll get that. But one of the things that inexperienced lifters need to understand when you go to a meet, any kind of a meet, is to be mentally flexible, because nothing is going to be the same as it is in your home gym. You're going to get a different kind of liftoff than you're used to. The bench may feel different. The ceiling, the lights above you, it all looks strange. And anything can happen, so you have to be ready.
There's a Japanese arch right there.
Yes.
So
He's not touching to the chest. He's touching to the sternum.
I don't know about you, but I just make my belly bigger.
I have a big belly, and I've never been a belly bencher.
Really?
I've always touched higher than that.
Well, as just about the entire world knows, I'm not a very good raw bencher. When I lost to Mr. Mike Armstrong, our side referee at the Pan Am's last fall.
This is Olivier Wemel. He is an M2. We are mixing the M1, 2, 3, and 4s here in the 59 and 66 kilo classes. The Frenchman. Quick descent. And a smooth press. 3 whites. So for all you people from Kentucky tuned in thinking you were going to hear Clint Poor, sorry, you're getting my Wisconsin accent. All right, here we have the Ukrainian lifter, Alexander Chernyshov.
This 50-year-old lifter has been competing for 25 years, and he has a personal best bench press of 145 kilos. One of the 4 lifters in our 66 kilo class, Masters 2.
Very deliberate here. We're at just about 30 seconds. Now that's interesting. I've seen that on a few of the lifters here, where they lift their butt up to take the bar out. Of course, your butt has to be down to get the start command.
Yep.
And that looked really smooth right there. These are all looking like openers should. Very few exceptions. But Mike, getting back to your query about grip width, there's no question that more than one way to get the job done. I've always been a wide grip guy, but I've seen some of the strongest benchers in the world use all triceps. Very narrow.
Yeah, Jen Thompson's one of them. Very close grip.
Here's a Japanese lifter, Yoichiro Murata with his opener of 140. So that's 308. Slow descent. Big arch. Right up.
Bar's going to stay at 140 kilos for Tomi Almasmaki of Finland. Kamitane, you are next. Blagov.
All right, we have 2 lifters left with openers. Here we have the Finn, Tomi Hamasmaki. And I'd like to say now, offer condolences publicly to the Finland team for the loss of Sami Makela, who passed away suddenly about 6 weeks ago.
He will be followed by Kamitane, Blagov, and Sorchi.
So here's Tommy with 140.
He is in the 66 kilo class.
Sammy took silver last year in his category at South Africa.
This is the second World Championship for raw bench press, right?
Yes, yes. Ooh. Really tough off the bottom, but he locked it out. 3 whites. That's good. It stalled right on the bottom, but I did not see any bar oscillation.
Didn't look like the bar went down. It definitely looked like it stopped, but as long as it doesn't go down, it's a good lift.
But I'm not sure. I don't know if he had a problem with the setup there, but if he didn't have any problems, then I don't know how much he has left in the tank, because that looked really tough off the bottom. Next year, the 3rd annual Classic Bench Press World Championships will be in Helsinki. So the Finns will be the hosts.
They just ran Classic Worlds 2 years ago, right? Or
that was Finland, not Sweden?
Oh, no, yeah, that was Sweden. I'm sorry.
Okay. Here we have the final opener from Japan, Mitsuo Kamitani. He gives that little shout before he starts. That's what I do. So he's opening at 152.5.
Opening only 5 kilos under his personal best.
Oh, extreme arch. Wow. Touched at the sternum, locked it out. 2-1.
Nice job. Bar is going to be downloaded for Josef Blagov of the United States to 80.
So that was your stereotypical Asian lifter with the extreme arch, touching low, very short range of motion. But he made it work, 2-1. That's all you need. Another feature, or another thing about the IPF, you may not know that we have a jury, and if a competing country felt that 2-1 should go the other way, then they can appeal to the jury. If the appeal is upheld, the lift would be overturned. If not, the team making the jury inquest is charged €100. They try to diminish frivolous challenges. All right, so now we start second attempts, and we have Josef Plagov from United States again. He's taking 80 kilos again. I'm noticing his feet are way out. He has no leg drive. Narrow grip. He got that just fine, in my opinion. We'll see what it counts for. 3 whites.
Judges agree.
Well done. 82-year-old Josef from Chicago. So here we have the Frenchman, Sergei Sortzi from France. He's moved up from 85 to 90 kilos. And he's using foot blocks, as do I.
He is currently sitting in first
I have short legs, very short legs for a man of my height. I'm not very flexible. They have foot blocks available here in, I'm not sure if it's 3 or 4 different heights. These are the lowest.
Yeah, it's 5 centimeter, 10 centimeter, 15, 20, 25, 30, I believe is the max.
And that looked harder, but he pressed it out smoothly. 3 whites. So far, so good for the Frenchman. Next up, Sam Feltz. He's moving up 10 kilos, 22 pounds, from 85 to 95 kilos.
Sam Phelps was successful with 85 kilos on his opener.
And once in a while, Mike's going to need to chime in with a pound conversion because I don't have all of the kilo to pound conversions memorized.
We'll try. I'll try to fix their picture right now. I don't know what happened there.
Van Huber and Sledge are the next 3 lifters.
So I see Andy Askow in the background, but he is not judging. He is doing video for 9 for 9. A little uneven at the top, but that's legal now, so 3 whites. Press. Right. So again, we have Joe Van, United States, moving up from 95 to 110, 110 kilos.
Van is currently sitting in 3rd place in the 59 kilo Masters 1 division. Making a healthy 15 kilo jump all the way from 95 to 110. Bars loaded for him.
110 kilos, I believe is 242 pounds.
Yes, 220, 22, 242. And I got hornswoggled by Mr. Zielinski here to help, so if I knew I was going to do this, I would have had a kilo chart printed out.
Nobody wants to hear me talk. I'm trying to get rid of my microphone right now.
Really loaded and ready this time. No fooling. Joe Van, the United States. Huber, Sledge, and Quan are the next 3 lifters.
Now, Joe is wearing a custom Titan singlet, and I just received mine. I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know if it looks like this or not. Mike, as I was explaining his custom Titan singlet here, is that what's in my package right here, you think?
I don't know. You should probably open it up and...
Yeah, well, it's all tightly taped and everything. But these are not the custom singlets that they wore last year in South Africa with the eagle on them. So that was a good strong lift there. Smooth, strong, 3 whites.
Yeah, Isaiah was telling me that they have some new designs for the singlets, especially for the U.S. teams.
If this was a local meet, I would yell something like, put some weight on the bar.
126.5 kilos. Our loaders are going to be getting those specially machined chips.
We have a kilo chart line.
Put on the end of the bar.
Who am I taking over for?
In pounds, this is
Oh.
278 pounds.
Oh, Mike's not kidding. He was trying to get rid of his microphone. He is passing the mic to Kathy Marksteiner.
And good morning. How is everybody today? Okay, not expecting an answer back on that.
I was
I
just
am
telling them
so
how
incredibly excited to be here.
I was just telling the world how I got hornswoggled into doing this. But it's going okay so far. But now we have a real expert, ladies and gentlemen.
66 kilo class. He is the lone competitor in that division, so he is sitting in 1st place. I like his chances of winning today.
So Marvin's on the bench, takes the bar out with the center handoff. Side referees have got their hands up. A little slow on putting them down. Gets the start signal. Okay, from where I'm sitting, it looked really good. Wait for those white lights. Yes, new world record on his 2nd attempt, 126.5 kilos.
I'm sorry, I did not see that in advance. I didn't see anything. How did you know that was a world record?
Well, one, it was 126.5, so it wasn't a multiple of 2.5. Plus,
right.
We had it flash up on the sign over there that said Masters 3 world record. And the third thing was, the announcer said it. Just kind of listening in on all those things.
I was focused on the actual lift.
Absolutely. That's the important thing here is watching the lifters, watching their lift.
And I'm going to transition from play-by-play to color. Because we were kind of sharing play-by-play. But now I'm going to provide color.
I have no idea what play-by-play means, but we'll do it.
Well, usually when you have a person who explains, as we have the poll here, on a second attempt at 137.5. Again, big arch there.
And it's a good lift for Swalomir from Poland. Next up is Steve Kwan of the U.S. He's lifting in the Masters 2 division, 66 kilos. Right now he's ranked number 4 in the group, and he's hoping to move up into the second place.
All right, so that's what that means. So on the display here, so if he makes this lift, he'll get into second place. And during his opener, I was telling everybody how young he looked. That he's an M2, but if he had committed a crime, I would tell the police he looked 25. Had a little trouble at the sticking point there, but he kept pushing.
He did get one red light, and the referee on that particular side also indicated that it was a red light given because of the number yellow, or the yellow card, the number 3 card. There's so many different things on bench press, Jim, that we can get the yellow card for. Your feet are not flat on the floor, your butt comes up, your head comes off the bench, all of those things. You don't wait for the referee's signal, so there's so many different things that it could have been. Next up is
Hitaro Yoshizawa.
Thank you. At 140 kilos.
I got 308 there.
Right now, currently he's in second place. This is a 308.5. Now he's the last one in his weight class in the 59 kilo division to lift.
Second attempt. Yep, this is his.
Very strategic. Just enough to take the lead as he is heavier.
Locks it out. And we're waiting for that last light. 3 white lights. That moves him into first place. Moves him into first place by 2.5 kilos. And I mean, all of these divisions are extremely tight. This is Olivier Wemel from France. Gets up really high on those traps, and then puts the feet down. Really fast getting that bar down to his chest. 66 kilos, Masters 2 division. That moves him from third place into second. It was 3 white lights. Next up is going to be Steve Petrensik. Now Steve is taking the same weight, 140 kilos.
Actually,
but Steve is actually in the 66 kilo class, Masters 1, whereas Olivier was in the Masters 2 division, 66 kilos. So same weight class, just different age group.
Right. And Steve made his opener at 125 originally. He's moving up to 140. He's moving from 275 to 308.
That was a big jump. Most people jumping up 15 kilos from your first to your second, that's a pretty big jump in bench press. And the bar just really stalled out on his chest, so that's a no lift because he was not able to return it back to the rack.
He's done. He took the strap off his singlet and made a motion. He's been having some problems with his right shoulder. I do not believe we will see a third attempt from him.
Spotters will go without a handoff for this next lifter.
Yuji Takada is next up. He's the Masters 2 division in the 59 kilo class. He is lifting unopposed.
In first place, as he is the only lifter in this 59 kilo Masters 2 division. He was successful with 135 kilos on his opening attempt. He's made a nice 7.5 key jump to 142.5. This is 314.2 pounds.
Yes, and this is one of the Japanese lifters with a minimal arch.
No handoff. Takes the bar out of the rack on it by himself. Good lift. 142.5. Although he's lifting unopposed, he doesn't have any competition in his age and weight division. He is still really pushing the numbers up there.
This is a Masters 2 world record bench press. Next three lifters are Almas, Maki, Morota, and Kamatani, and then we will start the
All right.
attempts.
I heard that. Alexander Chernyshov is attempting a Masters 2 world record here.
Alexander Chernyshov from Ukraine. He is currently sitting in fourth place in the Masters 2 66
So this is 142.5, and I see the very next lifter is calling for 143.
Right, and currently right now the world record stands at 141, and Alexander he holds this record at 141 now, and he's bumping it up to 142.5. He set this a year ago at the Potchefstroom, the inaugural World Classic Bench Press. Oh,
Ooh,
solid lift,
yes.
solid lift.
That exploded off the chest.
No problem for Alexander. Bar's going to stay 142.5 kilos.
Okay, now we're going to jump back down to the Masters 1 division, 66 kilos. And Tomi Halmasmaki, thank you, from Finland, is going to be going at 142.5 kilos.
40 kilos. He's gone to 142.5, taking the minimum increase. Currently sitting in second place in the 66 kilo Masters 1 class.
Kind of a slow start command. Right down. And that's completely stalling. And the spotters took that.
And that lift is no good for Halmasmaki. Bar's going to go to 143.0 kilos, so this is definitely a world record attempt. Your lifter is going to be Yoichiro Morota.
I couldn't see what the issue was with the start command, but there was a slight delay before the hands came down. I don't think it mattered.
Couldn't see it from this angle. Yoshihiro Morota is going to be attempting a 143 even kilogram world record. And this is going to be for the Masters 2, 66 kilos.
And actually, in the Masters 2 66, we have an amazing four-way battle here. We only have 5 kilos right now separating all 4 lifters.
Incredible lifting here. So it's already been set once today at 142.5 with Alexander Chermyshov from Ukraine.
Now here's Morota.
Oh, that was solid.
That went up faster than it came down.
Oh my goodness, that was solid. So if he did 143, now this is a bench press only competition, which means that you can change your third attempt bench press twice. So it is very possible that we may see some changes to the numbers that they have already called for on their third attempt, and that would include Alexander from the Ukraine as well. He's already called for 147.5 to jump up that world record, add an extra 5 kilos.
Now, the advantage that Marotta has is that he's the lighter lifter, so he only has to tie for the win at 147.
Right. And he has put in for 150, so he's bumping it up. He's just staying with an even 2.5 kilos. This is a world record on the attempt at this time. Mitsuo Kamatani. Mitsuo Kamatani is up on the world record right now.
This is M1. All right, so the current world record is 155. This is 156.
So you only really have to bump it up by half a kilo, and he has bumped it up by a full kilo from 155 to 156. 66 kilos, Masters 1.
And there's no threat from the second place lifter, so it's interesting that he jumps a full kilo instead of a half kilo.
You have your game plan, you stay with it. The team from Nippon, Japan, always comes in super strong on bench press, takes the bar out on his own.
He has an incredible arch, very short range of motion, only a few inches.
Now we're waiting for those white lights to say it is a new world record. Oh, they say it is a no lift. They say it is a no lift. We had two reds. 2 out of 3 are red with a yellow card underneath to indicate that, again, we have so many different reasons for that.
So what does the 3 in the yellow?
The 3 in the yellow could be your feet are up as far as a technical reason. Your feet are not flat on the floor or side. Your butt came off the bench. You did not maintain contact with the bench. Your head came up. Or you did not wait for the referee's signals. So any of those are reasons for the technical fault with the yellow card, the number 3 yellow card.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know if you could have different numbers within the yellow, I mean.
No, there's only the 3 different colors. The primary is the red, which is the number 1 card, which is the number 1 reason why most people lose a lift. The number 2 card is usually there's 2 reasons. And then the number 3 card is basically everything else that was not previously addressed.
All right, here we have the third attempt for the Frenchman, Sergei Sortzi. He is moved up from 90 to 92.5. So he's looking to go 3 for 3 here. He's asking for the foot blocks. And again, he has the low ones.
Now he is a Masters 4 in the 66 kilo class. He does have the American who's chasing behind him.
Look what Josef has called for.
95 kilos, darned impressive when you're over 70 years old. Oh, he's pushing it, stalled out, and he's lost the momentum.
Well, great effort. It was a valiant effort.
Really excellent try on that.
Not sure where he's going. The next lifter at 95 kilos is going to be Josef from the United States.
So back-to-back competitors in the Masters 4 division. Now, one of the things that I find fantastic about this particular sport is it's so many ages, up to 70, 80, and so many different weight classes. We go down to the 59 kilo class up to the 120 plus class. So it is a sport that can be done by every age, both genders, and every weight class.
Josef is 6 years older. He's 82.
Born in 1935. and still competing. And every single one of these athletes are true competitors. Here at the World Championship in Killeen, Texas, the 2017 International Powerlifting Federation World Bench Press Classic.
So here's a 33-pound jump for the win. Oh.
Good effort, good effort.
He actually had the correct bar path as it came off the chest. He started bringing it towards his neck a little bit, but it just stalled. Stalled at the bottom of the sticking point. His valiant effort.
So next up is Sam Feltz of the U.S. He's lifting unopposed. He's in the Masters 359 kilo class.
Successful with 85 keys, 95 keys, and now he's going to 102.5 kilograms.
Sam looks strong all over. He's a strong-looking man. And again, this is 102.5 coming off the chest.
Oh, wow.
Strong lockout.
Locked it in.
Shouts yes with authority. 3 for 3. Outstanding work.
Bar is going to go to 115 kilos, 253.5 pounds for Mr. Joe Van of the United States. Your next three lifters will be Huber, Kwan, and Petrenchek. Bar is loaded and ready for Joe Van of the United States. Been successful with 95 keys, 110.
All right. So Joe again, also looking to go 3 for 3. He's gone 95, then 110. Now he's moving up to 115 kilos.
Joe is currently in third place, and right now, based on the numbers that have already been put up on the board, and everybody in this weight class so far has all, it's been 2 for 2. In this weight class, the Masters one division, 59 kilos, everybody's been successful with that. Tremendous number of successful lifts in the Classic Bench Press Championship.
He's going to get it.
It was a little slow coming off the chest, but he did not give up with it and just kept going. And it is 2 out of 3 white lights. The red is with the yellow card. Again, that can be so many different things.
Boy, he really pressed through the sticking point. The
All
range
right.
there.
Marvin Huber is now coming up at 128. Which is, because it is not a multiple of 2.5, it's easy to tell that this is a world record already.
Bar is loaded and ready. This is a Masters 3 66 kilo class world record attempt for Marvin Huber of the United States. He's been successful with 115.0 and 126.5.
All right. Again, Merv going for a Masters 3 world record here.
Kilos, 282.2 pounds.
This is 128 kilos for Masters 3. Test stations, the 66 kilos, Masters 2 division.
Now, he's going for 140 here on his third attempt, and he is lighter than the current third place holder, the Frenchman. So if he makes this, he would go to third place. He would pull into third place.
Folks, if he makes this, he is slightly lighter than Olivier Weymel of France, and this will move him in temporarily at least.
And ladies and gentlemen, our announcer was listening to Jim as he said that, because the announcer is now saying exactly what Jim just said.
She's just making that up, folks. He can't hear me.
He was listening to what you were thinking.
He's got a narrow grip. No,
The rack command is given for Steve Kwan as the bar just stalled out, and he was unable to finish to lock out the lift. The next lifting is supposed to start around 1:30, and that will be the women. Masters 1 through 4, 47 and 49.
Well.
Whoa, Steve Petrensik, he came back out. He's going to try that 140 again.
Like Willis Reed coming out of the tunnel at the Madison Square Garden in the playoffs. Here he is coming out with a bad shoulder. He's going to give it all he has. He has third place wrapped up, but he's going to try and make it to silver.
No, it did not.
Nothing.
No, take it off the bar.
Nothing.
Take that chest.
Yep,
That is a really excellent and very valiant effort. But that bar came down, and he shook his head when he started, after he got the press signal. It was not going to move anywhere. Next up from Poland is Władimir Sleds. He's going up to 142.5. Now he's lifting in the Masters 1 division, 59 kilos. There's 3 lifters in that particular weight class, and what he's trying to do is move up.
But this is interesting because he's the lighter lifter. He's currently in second place, and he could move up 2.5 kilos for first place. So there may have been some jostling. We're only seeing the final results of the jostling, maybe not even final if Yoshizawa has one more. Yoshizawa's already put in his last.
But again, they can change that third attempt bench press when it's a bench press only championship.
Absolutely. He could drop it.
Wow, that was
nice.
That was so nice and controlled. That moves him solidly into first place now, ahead of Yoshizawa from Japan. Yoshizawa from Japan is still to come at 145 kilos. Next up is going to now be Tomi Hamasmaki from Finland. He's currently in second place. And the first place, Kamatani from Japan, is ahead by 10 kilos. So it's not very likely that he's going to take over first place, but just lock in second. Lock in that silver.
All right, so he missed this on his second attempt, so he's going to take it again. Oh.
Okay, so the bar started to go down on one side and stalled out completely. And the spotters and loaders, for his safety, stepped in on the bar.
Yes,
that was 3 red lights by the referees.
This is I don't want to say controversial point, but it's a point of question. This is a case where the spotter took it before the referee said to take it, and I would think that the spotters have it in their power. If they judge the safety of the lifters in question, they don't have to wait for the command to take it. But you have a better technical knowledge of this. I mean, the worst that can happen is that if you take it early, you can always give the lifter another try.
Exactly.
But if the spotter sees something safety-wise that the judge doesn't see, then the lifter safety is always paramount.
Okay, so Etiaro Yoshizawa from Japan currently has is in second place now. With this lift, he's hoping to move back into first place by 2.5 kilos. He is the heavier lifter, so he must go 2.5 kilos over.
So this is for the gold.
Over Sleds. Oh.
Nope, that's tabled. But he did what he should do. He should try. It was a good effort.
Okay, this is a Masters 2 world record. Masters 2 world record. So what that means is everything in this weight class in the Masters 2 66s is now going to be a world record. So Alexander Chernyshov from Ukraine is also called for 147. So what he's going to have to do is, if he wants the world record, he's going to now have to bump up to go to 148. Okay, Olivier Wamel from France, 147.5 world record attempt, and the bar did not come back to full arm's length.
Well, that pretty much stabled him, but you have to go for it. That was a great effort.
You won't achieve it if you never try for it. So Olivier Wamel, he is solidly in third place. He's got third place locked up. And as I expected, Alexander Chernyshov did change his third attempt. He went from the 147.5 to 150.5. So that means that Murata from Japan at 150 is going to be a world record attempt, and then Alexander Chernyshov is going to bump it up by another half kilo. And everything from now on is going to be a world record attempt. We've got 148.5 with Yuji Takada from Japan in the Masters 2 59 kilo class.
Yep.
In the Masters 2 59 kilo class, it currently stands at 148, so he's bumping it up just by half a kilo. Just by half a kilo. But everything after every one of the next 4 lifts is going to be a world record attempt. Incredible depth at the Masters division at the IPF World Classic Bench Press here in Killeen, Texas. 148.5. Masters 2, 59 kilo. Yuji Takada from Japan. Oh, I think he's got it. Wait for those lights. Yes! 3 white lights. Because to be really honest, ladies and gentlemen, it never matters what we, the announcers, think. The only 3 people that matter are the ones that are sitting in the chair that say it is a good lift or a no lift.
Yes, and that was
okay, we have got some games going on now. Alexander Chernyshov, I had said, went from 147.5 to 150.5. Murata has bumped up from 150 to 151. They're going back and forth. Now, you can only change it twice.
Yes.
They've now both used up 1. So who's going to be the next one to shift, or are they going to need to? Now, based on the lot number, Alexander Chernyshov can wait out, or rather, Murata can wait out Chernyshov. I'm actually on the jury the next session, and I'm still waiting for somebody.
All right, sir. Here is Chernyshov. So he's taking 150.5.
150.5 kilograms.
Okay, again, earlier there was an attempt at 140.5, and Chernyshov, the world record was set twice today.
Steady, stalling.
Oh, 150. Okay, now the question is Murata going to drop down to 150.5 because he can, because he has the higher lot number, so in the position he can actually drop down. He can change.
Yes, as the lighter lifter also.
Correct.
He cannot drop, ladies and gentlemen, he cannot drop lighter than what's already on the bar. But he can drop down to the same weight that was attempted, 150.5.
Oh, I was wrong. No. He didn't call for 150.5. He's not going down. He went up. He went up by 5 more kilos. He went up by 5 more kilos. Okay, he already set the world record on his second attempt at 143. So
he has the gold.
Right, he has the gold locked in and a world record in the Masters 2 66 kilo class.
Right.
So he has asked for, he had in 150, he went to, or 147.5, went to 150, now he's gone up to 155.5. So he is trying to just literally raise this world record completely out of his out of reach.
This is about 343 pounds, and we should check to see
Oh,
whether that's...
hold on just a second. What they're doing is they're reconfirming on the scoring table what the number was that he asked for.
All right, we're being told that that load is correct, 155.5 kilos.
Can we check to see if whether that is
Okay.
Is that also a Masters 1 record by any chance?
Ooh, we can check. Yes, it is. No. Yes, it will. It will be a Masters 1 world record as
so
well.
he already has the Masters 2 world record,
Right.
and he is looking to also set a Masters 1.
This is a Masters 1 world record too. Masters 1 is 155.
Masters 1 and Masters 2 world
Oh, good catch there, Jim. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what happens is if you are a Masters 2 lifter, which means you're 50 to 59 years of age, and the weight that you are moving, the weight that you are lifting, is greater than the record for the weight class or the age group below you, younger, you get credit for actually both of them. So when he locks this out at 155.5, he does not walk away with just one world record.
That's right.
He walks away with 3 world records today. He set 3 new world records today. He set the first one on his second attempt at 143. He set his second one and his third on his third attempt. Good catch, Mr. Jim Ray. Outstanding. So he set the Masters 2 world record at 155.5. The Masters 1 record currently stood at 155, and he broke that one now. He stands with 3 world records with this one competition. In one lift, he got 2 world records. All right. Our final lifter this session, Mitsuo Kamitani from Japan. He's a Masters 1 in the 66 kilo class, going with 156. Now, he missed this on his second attempt. Called for it again on his third.
bench press. In one session.
But this will be to get his world record back. He just lost it. He just lost it to Murota. This is 156.
Oh, that's right.
So this is to get the world record back that he just lost seconds
ago. Oh, my
ago.
gosh. Yeah, the Masters 1. Oh, isn't this exciting, ladies and gentlemen? The Masters 1 66 kilo class. He's trying to get his Masters 1 world record back and waiting for those white lights.
Give me that record back, he says.
Yes! Oh, my gosh. Is that not some back and forth, ladies and gentlemen? That was spectacular. So let's just run that down again. So Kamitani came out, and Murota came out, and with his world record on his third attempt, he set it for the Masters 2, and it was enough to take the Masters 1 as well. Murota came out and
took it right back
by only half a kilo.
1 pound.
Half a kilo.
So what a battle.
Is that not exciting to have back and forth on world records, and you're watching it, and they're teammates, both from Japan. The difference is the different age divisions. Incredible excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Kathy Marksteiner and
Jim Ray,
and we're going to be signing off right now. We are here in Killeen, Texas, with the 2017 IPF International Powerlifting Federation World Classic Bench Press. They're going to be setting up for the awards in just a moment. They'll be presenting the awards to our Masters 1 through Masters 4 59 and 66 kilo class lifters. Following that at 1:30 Killeen time, we'll be starting with the women. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. She's great.
Kind of feel like Mr. Green Jeans on Captain King of Leeds.
Who determines if this is still live or not? All right. As you know.